I wanted to talk to you about budget gaming PCs. I got online yesterday and was very upset when I typed in gaming PC and started getting these $2,500 responses and $3,500 responses with Intel 5th gen CPUs or 4-year-old graphics cards in them or 8 gigabytes of RAM. These computers are outdated and people are still paying thousands of dollars for them. Stop. It's over. Quit running out buying pre-builds. I'm going to show you what $500 can do for you. Forget spending $2,500 and getting limited hardware. Build what you want. Let's start here. This is a GeForce GTX 1060. I'm not telling you guys to buy a graphics card. That's what a gaming PC is made of. So depending on what your workload is, what games you are playing, that's when you need to sit down and decide what graphics card do you want. Will the 1030 work for you? Will the 1060 work for you? Do you need more RAM? Do you need the 2060? I mean, there's several ways that you can go about this. The graphics card is what I leave out of a machine because that all comes down to you, what you are going to do with it. Everything else, here's $500 worth of hardware. $120 right here, okay? This is the Gigabyte B450 Aurora's Pro Wi-Fi. This board gives you 3 16x slots, 2 4x slots. You've got 2 M.2 NVMe slots so you can run dual NVMe RAID if you wanted to. You've got 6 SATA ports built into it, RGB built into it, and it's an AM4 processor socket. Step 2. Right here. Ryzen 5 1600, 6-core 12-thread. This isn't the first gen 1600. It does have a first gen name, but this is a Zen Plus. This is second gen architecture put in a first generation CPU. It's a second gen refresh of a first generation processor. This is selling for $85 on Amazon. Last time I checked, they did jump the price up after I bought mine. And I think it went to 100, maybe 105, but still, that is cheaper than the second gen processors they're releasing. That is cheaper than the first generation hardware that they released. This is a second gen refresh with a first gen name. Nobody's buying this because they don't know what it is. They think it's a first gen processor. It's second gen. It's just a refresh with the first gen name. Very well worth it. There's $200. 8 gigabyte kit, ballistics. This is 2666 megahertz. They are 2 4 gigabyte sticks, gives you an 8 gig kit. I got 2 of these. These are $39 a piece, so you're looking at 80 bucks. Moving on. 2 Samsung NVMe drives. These are $39 a piece on Amazon. Put these in RAID, which I was trying to, before I got the gaming PC built for you guys, and was going to show you the step-by-step build, which I'm still going to do. I want to get the RAID down. Right now I'm running off of the 2 Samsung NVMe drives, and I will show you that with like Crystal Disk Mark, I'm getting at 3,500 megabytes per second transfer speeds. On a SATA SSD, you are going to top out around 550 megabits per second. If you go with a SATA HDD, a standard hard drive, you are going to top out at 150 megabits per second. 3 gigabytes. 3 gigabits. Go NVMe. That's going to speed up your boot times. You throw a couple of your most popular games that you're going to be using on it. They're going to load quicker. You're going to have less time on your load screens. Unless you're transferring from a very fast storage device onto it, you're not going to see the difference. The transfer speeds are going to be limited by the slower drive. Its read times are going to limit your write times. But if you're copying from a machine with a gigabit Ethernet LAN jack to another machine with NVMe built in, you're going to copy at the higher transfer speeds. Forget SATA. Go NVMe. While I continue talking about this, I'm going to let Crystal Diskmark run in the background so you can see what NVMe does for you. I will run it again with my secondary drive, which is a SATA SSD by Crucial. I'll show you those speeds as well to show you what the big jump is, why you want to go NVMe. You're not going to notice it in everyday usage. You're going to notice it in boot and game time. It's not going to benefit your games. It's not going to raise your benchmarks, but your load times are going to be quicker. That's where the benefit lies. Graphics card, I already told you, that's on you. Choose what you feel you need. Don't overpay for something you're not going to be using. Bring up your task manager. Look at your RAM usage. Look at your CPU usage. Look at your GPU usage. Look at how your drive is being used. Look where your bottlenecks are. That's going to tell you what you need to upgrade to get better performance. I'm not going to throw in a Windows copy because half of you already have a computer with Windows on it. Pull that drive, clone it. There's your operating system. You just got it for free. We did processor, we did motherboard, we did RAM, we did hard drives. What's left? Power supply and case. Get a power supply. 600 watt EVGA was, I think, $60 on Amazon. Grab that. This is an NZXT H500i case. I do have one complaint about that. The fans they have in this, they don't move a lot of air. If you're going to use it, it comes with a top fan, it comes with a back fan. There's 2 fan holsters in the front that are not occupied. Get you a couple of sets of good fans. Replace them all. I got a Cooler Master AIO water cooler with a 240 millimeter radiator that has 2 120 millimeter fans on it. I'm using those as my front intake. I'm using the stock as my exhaust. Case, motherboard, power supply, processor, RAM, hard drive. There's your computer, guys. $500 built this machine, and it's water cooled. It's NVMe drive. If you look up, get on the internet right now, Google it, gaming PC. You're going to see a 1 terabyte HDD. You're going to see 1st gen Ryzen, which that ain't bad, but you're going to see 5th gen Intel i5s. Those are 5 years old now. You're going to see GTX 780 graphics cards. Those are 5 years old. Quit overpaying. Save thousands of dollars right here. Get the same machine that will destroy those $1,000 PCs for a quarter of the price. Build your own PCs. Guys, it's not hard. It can be scary. It can be intimidating. Do your research. You learn from experience. Without the experience, you're never going to learn. There's the NVMe transfer, guys. That's the read and writes right there. Let's go to SATA. See what the speed difference is. There's your SATA drive, guys. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. 3,000 megabits higher transfer speeds. Why anybody would want to stick with SATA, I would never know. And for those of you who are saying first gen Ryzen, second gen Ryzen can't go over 4 gigahertz, there we go. Now you see Ryzen 5 1600 6-core running at 4.1 gigahertz across the board, running at 1.13 volts. It's a little low. Notice anything weird there? That first gen 1600 core name? See the 12 nanometer there? First gen was 14. Second gen was 12. That's a second gen processor on a first gen name. Guys, you can build this machine. Get to it. Show me what you are building. Post your builds in the comments below. Like this video, dislike this video, leave a comment with your ideals. Next build just may be yours. Get subscribed, guys. We've got some builds coming up you don't want to miss. We're going to get into servers, we're going to get into virtual machines, we're going to get into full-fledged water cooling. I'm going to help you guys any way I can. We need to do this together. Before I go, I wanted to show you guys previous scores. That's a 1300. That's running at 4.1 gigahertz. 1315, 4.12 gigahertz. 1300, 4.1, 3.9, 3.9. These are all my bench scores. You can see I've been pushing this further and further. That's where we're at now. This is R15. Same processor, same machine, nothing different. There's that 2060 I keep talking about in this build. Build you a $500 PC built around what you need it to do. Throw another $300 on a graphics card that you choose, or 150, 200, go 700. Whatever you choose, you deem necessary for your build. Guys, get out there, start building. You need help, send me a message. I'll do what I can. Google has all the information there for you to teach you everything you need to know to build these machines. If you have questions, there's plenty of YouTubers. You can contact me. I will answer any questions that you have. Build your own. Quit buying from the box stores. They have us in their pocket. Put them in yours. Put money back in your pocket. Guys, I'll see you next time.